How are we doing?
Where does playing on Thanksgiving rank in terms of big time games, big time moments?
It's up there. That's that's the dream. If you grew up around football or sports in general, I mean, Thanksgiving was always just the best time. When I was a kid, you're playing in the turkey bowls with your cousins, your family, your friends. In high school, that's kind of when the state championships were being played around. Um, my high school's in it again this year, so shout out to Nazareth Academy. And yeah, now it's the show. Knowing that tons of people are watching around their family, around their friends, and yeah, you get to do what you do.
You weren't here last year, but do you have a sense for how San Francisco has been the standard that they've been chasing since last year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of kind of the league and how the dynamics are, and so I got a sense of that. Obviously, in a different division across the country, yeah, the Niners have been playing at a high level. They have a lot of talented guys, um, and this is a battle. This is going to be a fun one. Thanksgiving night, wearing the all greens for the first time for myself, and it's going to be a fun one.
But you're not missing anything on the whole greens, by the way. But can you tangibly feel the focus on the 49ers, though? When you came here, was it like, oh man, these guys are really? Was it that big of a focus?
Yeah, I mean, you knew the challenge that was ahead. They really retained a lot of people, even added some to their team. They were the division winners last year. They made it to the conference championship game. It's you're well aware of what they have, and you have to compete that. We have to combat that, and they're in our division, and that's what we're going to do. And so we're locked in. It's a short week. Guys flip the script really quick, and they're just focused on this game.
Was that pretty easy to do, I guess, because you did have the Thursday game, kind of decide what happened Sunday in LA and all that? Or?
It's physically not the easiest. It's tough, these Thursday games. But mentally, you just have to be sharp. You just have to be on it. Maybe you're not running as fast as you would for a long week or normal week, but you just have to be mentally sharp and mentally be able to turn around from the game much quicker, the previous game. And so, yeah, I mean, physically we're all still getting there, of course. But, yeah, we're excited for Thursday.
How does this 49ers offense stress the defense with the different things they do?
I mean, on top of all the talent they have at each position, they have a great scheme. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of different pieces. Each player is pretty versatile in what they can do skill-wise, and so they line up all over the place. And that's the challenge they bring. And so you have to do your job and just be able to guard all five eligible guys. My mind's on the back end.
On a short week, are they about as difficult of a matchup as you can have schematically?
Yeah, I would say so. But I'm relying on Pete seeing them. Obviously, he knows them. Everybody who's been here knows about them and has an idea of what they do. And so I'm just relying on that. Obviously, it's my first time playing them in the division, and so I'm just trying to get all the resources I possibly can to execute myself at a high level. But this building knows them. This division games is always going to be battled close, and so I'm just feeding off everybody else.
When you look at what Brock Purdy's done, his completion percentage is the best in the league. How much of that is him being willing to take chances, and how much of it goes back to the versatility you said of his playmakers?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job of every great quarterback that there ever was. Puts the ball in the hands of his playmakers, and they have a lot of playmakers, and so he's doing a good job of effectively getting to them. And yeah, to do that at a young age is pretty remarkable. And so he's a tough kid for sure, and he presents some challenges how he attacks. And yeah, I would say he's doing his job at a high level this year more than last year.
Going back to Sunday, it looked like after the first drive, we saw Bobby Wagner gather you guys on the sideline, the defense. What was the gist of his message?
Yeah, it was, we can't beat ourselves. And, the penalties was a big story, obviously, from that game. And that's something we just have to turn the page on. We have to correct that because, we played, when you look at, penalties aside, statistics of the game, it was solid for us. And so we can't beat ourselves, and that was his message, basically.
What's the key to? I mean, I know you guys have been probably trying to do this all season long, but what's sort of the key to trying to limit the penalties and everything?
We just have to play cleaner, especially in key situations and key scenarios. And the refs are going to. They know who we are. We put it on tape that we play a physical style of football, and so they're a little more keen on watching guys. And so we have to know that. We take that into account and just play clean ball because we have the talent to do so.
Julian, you saw Christian McCaffrey last year with Carolina when he was
Yeah.
still there. What's the challenge he forces defenses to have to handle?
He's just, one of those guys who can really do it all. He's great out of the backfield, obviously. He's done it his whole career, but he's an effective route runner as well. And, he does the dirty work. He gets those tough runs. He blocks, and he's just a complete running back. And so, yeah, he presents some challenges because you have to know where he is. They like to feature him, and so you got to know where 2-3 is for sure. All right, appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chris, I sitting here, right?